Bot fans, the wait is finally over. BattleBots, they're back and they're bigger, faster, and stronger than ever before. Here with what you can expect this season. Our commentator is Chris Rose, and no stranger to Vegas, Kenny Florian. Also with us is Chomp the Robot and its builder, Zoe Stevenson. It's great having both of you. How are you?
We're doing great here. You know, we're usually not this close to the bots.
Probably a good idea.
Right now, so if Kenny and I exit stage left, you'll understand.
Well,
but it's really fun to hang out with all the bot builders and get a good look at them. But we're just kind of keeping one eye on you and one eye on the bot.
Totally
right
understood. Usually you have some bulletproof
glass. My leg
glass.
is very close to the mouth here.
There's usually some bulletproof glass between you and the bot and the shrapnel that takes place.
Yeah.
So I can understand your worry. So let's talk about this. I was a huge fan of the original BattleBots back when it was on another network many moons ago, and it seems like it's come back with some fierceness.
There's no question about it. You know, there's a few differences between the show that was on a dozen years ago and the one that's now on ABC that you can see every Sunday night at 9 o'clock. You know, first and foremost, the bots are really big. We're talking about 250 pounds, and they get inside of this battle box if you haven't seen the show yet, and it's one-on-one combat. That's something that Kenny's used to from his UFC fighting days, and they just go at it, and it's 3 minutes. It's not 5 rounds. It's not 12 rounds. It's 1 round, 3 minutes, and you have to prove your point. If you don't win by a knockout, you got to go to the judges' card. And so we see a lot of action.
Absolutely, and as we all know, technology is changing so fast. It's changing all the time, and these bots in their current form are absolutely devastating. And each bot has a different weapon, has a different approach, a different strategy. So much driving skills go into this. So it's really interesting. The way that these guys match up. It's a lot like mixed martial arts. Styles make fights.
And they're really interesting because you know what? Of course, for the July 4th holiday weekend, we're having a little barbecue at BattleBots Barbecue. And so Kenny's responsible for bringing the burgers and the dogs. I'll bring some chips and some suds and everything else. And so Chomp will bring the fruit salad. And so, Zoe, the nice thing is the Chomp can prepare and eat as well. Right?
It's true.
Yeah.
So.
Wow. It slices, it dices, it julienne's fries.
It's better than a Ginsu knife, I can tell you that. So, Zoe, how many tons of pressure are we talking about when Chomp is doing its thing?
This current configuration is 10 tons of force, but she's built to go up to 30.
Oh, no.
Watch out.
No kidding. How many hours
She's got a flamethrower,
or days
too.
or weeks or months of practice and building goes into something like Chomp?
I'm actually totally new at this, so this is my first ever fighting robot.
What?
And I built her in about, watch out. This is 3 months of work by me and a great team of 5 other people. Less driving than I would like.
Yes, Zoe, I'm so glad you're there too, because I think some people, if they just see the commercial, they'll be like, oh, what a dude show. My wife, watching this show with me, is like, whoa, did you see that? We have to rewind the DVR and make sure we catch up. This show is bananas. It's amazing. There's flamethrowers now. What happened? This is craziness.
Yeah. Chomp has a flamethrower. I'd love to turn it on, but I don't think watermelon is so good cooked.
Grilled watermelon, you know what? Don't knock it till you try it. How cool is it for you guys commentating this? This must be kind of like controlled insanity trying to commentate something like this.
It's interesting because I've had the opportunity to call a lot of sports throughout my career, and people say, well, how do you prepare for something like BattleBots if you've never done it before? And so Kenny and I found ourselves doing a lot of like that sort of stuff that you would do on the couch. So, because there's so much action in a 3-minute fight, and you're just kind of reacting to what you're seeing in front of the screen. Now, it is our job, and Kenny did a masterful job of explaining what each bot does because they're so different. And Chomp looks different than Tombstone, who's the big dog and the #1 seed in this tournament, because Tombstone is just this mass of metal that has a blade in front of it that spins several hundred miles an hour, and if you saw that thing on the street, you would move. I'm not saying you would just leave the area. You would actually move across country to be away from something like Tombstone.
Absolutely. It's so exciting. all the different weapons that are involved, and you really get that sense that anything and everything can happen in the battle box. And with all that shrapnel flying around, we are very glad that we have that bulletproof glass protecting us.
Although I am a little concerned right now that we don't have it right now. So
we have to go, or they're going to make me into shrapnel. Guys, great having you. Thank you so much. Zoe, best of luck with Chomp.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
BattleBot's back for a new season of mayhem that you don't want to miss. It's a great show. You got to catch it Sunday nights, 9 p.m. right here on Channel 13. To learn more about the bots, the website, abc.go.com, right there on your screen.